Look up, straight up, and dream. Public housing isn't normally the stuff of dreams, but follow me for a whirl through Skyville, the vast open spaces of Singapore's newest housing project.
But what we're not really building is more public space. And the idea within this building is that if you increase the amount of parks at the same time you increase the amount of apartments, you know, we can actually end up with a better quality of life.
Architect Richard Hassel calls it a natural evolution, the concept of a public park, several of them, carefully curated in the middle of a 47-story complex, each shared by 80 flats.
So this is really integral that every home belongs to a village, and the village are the 80 families that share this space.
This is about integrating communities, families, neighbors.
Yeah, but trying to do it in such a way that we're not forcing people together. So, and I think we've struck the right balance here.
Lucas seems to think so. The toddler is exploring his new home with his parents, Marie and Leon. They've waited 6 years to get into this place.
We're on the 32nd floor and we're overlooking the city view.
A measure of the demand to live at Skyville.
Got a lot of privacy. Got a lot of greenery, nature.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
The design looks different from the standard public housing, so I think a lot of effort and emphasis has been on making it look, I don't know, a new kind of public housing.
For half a century, as Singapore was built from the ground up, public housing was its very foundation. More than 80% of everyone who lives here lives in public housing. To achieve that, for decades, the aesthetic was pretty basic.
Many of these families 50 years ago were living, you know, in slums in Chinatown, and so this kind of bright, airy, clean, spacious apartment is incredible that they've done that for the whole country.
The key has been combining a public initiative with private ownership.
So I think the priority of home ownership is quite strong here in Singapore, and it's common among all the young couples.
Because public housing is the only kind most can afford here, these public flats define where and how people live, their very quality of life. And Skyville is a reflection of what they want now, a home in a bright, flexible, park-like community setting that they can call their own. Paul Newton, CNN, Singapore.